Hello students, this is Dr. Rajshekar. So in this video, we're going to talk about why anthropology is becoming such an attractive option for many students. So why anthropology? So anthropology is definitely for many reasons, I think has attracted students' attention these days, and a couple of them being, I think we definitely see that. So there is very large scope of scoring more. In recent times, we also heard that more than 360 marks have been scored by some students. And also we see increasing numbers of students on top ranks, top 10 ranks, with anthropology being an option. Okay. And the other factors why anthropology has become gained such popularity is because of availability of sources. For any subject, it really matters of the available information, either in terms of books. We definitely see that in the market, there are many books are coming related to anthropology on dedicated areas of anthropology, and then videos as part of many universities, either international universities or local universities in India. As part of their course programs, we notice that we have videos available that students can use to grasp concepts related to anthropology. And also, many institutions are releasing study materials into the market where students can definitely get the benefit of reading them to understand the outline of the information and also the boundaries of the information related specific to the syllabus of anthropology optional. And also we see that institutions are focusing on giving question trend and analysis, so where students can get a grasp on how and what type of questions are being asked in the exam. So definitely this helps students to get better in terms of preparation and in terms of presenting information and relevant information, relevant examples. This is definitely helping out. And also we notice that in the market there are books that are being released where model answers are given. Of course, this helps in understanding the outline of a question, but at the same time, we have to be careful that we should not lose the individuality in answering those questions. Next, predictability of questions. Given that there's a lot of analysis that is happening in this field, so, students have collected questions and they know that the type of questions that are coming in the exam. So they are preparing, as I see many students actually are working on those questions, preparing answers to them and remembering those questions to answer them in the exam. I guess definitely this is a very useful feature in anthropology, but at the same time we have to remember the questions that are coming in the exam, and they're becoming increasingly common, where we need to put some thought into that question. Okay, and students take such an approach of predicting questions may not help you, but to a certain extent, this is definitely working out for many students. Next, the other important reason is the static nature of the subject. Relative, when compared to the many of the other subjects, anthropology is static in nature, where fewer new things are being added. But being said, we also have to admit that in the areas like biological anthropology, where anthropology related topics are gaining newer dimensions, like recently corona. So we can see that in epidemiological anthropology, so understanding the dynamics of corona, which has probably become one-time experience for this century, for definitely is new information related added to anthropology. Similarly, new dimensions to the biotechnology, either it is new ways of bringing medicines and vaccines to treat something like coronavirus, definitely adds new dimensions to the biotechnology part. So, like those areas are also possible. Otherwise, more or less, it is considered to be static. Adds less pressure on students to learn these new dynamics. Next, I think one of the most important thing is for any subject, doesn't matter when you pick up as an optional, you have to have that interest to read and understand those concepts. And that is indeed the case with anthropology, because anthropology one brings you a lot of different diverse areas like physical anthropology, socio-cultural anthropology, and archaeology. Three key domains into which anthropology can be divided, right? And one aspect that you see, it is really exciting to learn about the various evolutionary aspects related to humans. It could be biological aspects of human evolution, or it could be socio-cultural aspects, like it could be language, how it evolved over a period of time, how culture has been evolved over a period of time. how family setting has, organization has developed over a period of time. Also is very, very interesting because we are learning about ourselves, and this puts a lot of interest and excitement when you're reading it. So the reading of this subject and grasping the concepts related to that and picking up examples don't become a burden to students. So definitely this is one very, very important reason why anthropology is becoming popular. And I also want to add here that many students who are looking for little bit of technicality, but not too much of it. I think anthropology has become definitely a favorite choice to students because few areas where we technically have to be clear and technically is little demanding, but there are areas where it is just like reading textbooks, like a storybooks, which give you insight into how humans evolved over a period of time. And another thing I would like to add here, as I initially told you, this scoring of the subject is one important factor here. And that is because one, in something like physical anthropology and archaeology part, they're asking about factual information where students to the point can write the information. And there is less chances of losing marks on those things. So if you look into all these dynamics, definitely anthropology is one great choice for students. But one thing I want you to for sure do it. If you want to choose anthropology as one of the optional, the main optional for you for the mains exam, first of all, go through the syllabus and make sure that you got a good idea about the syllabus and understand the demand of the syllabus. And second, read a book like an Ember and Ember, Anthropology by Ember and Ember, which gives you a feel for is it something for you or not. Okay, only after putting that little effort initially to choose it, and then work more on anthropology, and so that the time that you are actually dedicating here, because I also see many students complaining that realizing that after a year or so that this is not the optional for them. Okay, so do that homework before choosing it, and take the help from many online resources that we have. All the very best with this optional. Okay, and I'm going to come up with few more videos on what type of approach is important. I'm also going to work on few like difficult areas. Okay, going to explain those concepts in coming up videos. Thank you, students. We'll see you in those videos.